What is up, true believers? Welcome back to New World Nerds. This is Superman Nico, and today I'll be covering the ever-changing, ever-expanding X-Men movie universe timeline. As movie universe timelines go, this one is particularly confusing. The continuity is all messed up. It was pretty straightforward in the beginning, but after all the prequels and spin-offs, it just became too much for it to all tie into the same universe. So, the reason I'm making this video is because Logan, aka Wolverine 3, which is coming out March 3rd, that is approaching very fast. So much like my Rogue One for Casuals video where I explained where Rogue One fits in the Star Wars timeline, this video will be doing the same for Logan in the X-Men universe timeline. The Rogue One video is pretty straightforward. It is way less convoluted than the X-Men timeline. There's so many unanswered questions that you might have from all these Logan trailers. What year does it take place? Where are the other X-Men? Why isn't he wearing the yellow suit yet? Why is Nico only wearing one set of Wolverine claws? Let me put one of those mysteries to bed right now. The only reason I'm wearing one side of the Wolverine claw is because I can't find the other one. But alright, here we go. I would tell you to be careful for spoilers, but I have not seen Logan. This is just the stuff I'm getting from the trailers and the other research that I did online. I'm just going to start this video by talking about the original trilogy that kicked off this mega franchise and paved the way for all the other superhero franchises that we ended up getting. Much like the MCU, the DCEU, and a bunch of fuck-ups that we don't like to talk about anymore. The good and the bad. This movie is the reason that we got all of those because it just massacred the box office. To kick off this explanation of the X-Men timeline and all the continuity errors, I'll start off with the original trilogy that was released in 2000. This trilogy consists of X-Men 1, X2, X-Men United, and X-Men 3, The Last Stand. These are the movies that had Halle Berry in it, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, Rogue, we got Patrick Stewart as Professor X, Ian McKellen as Magneto, the movies that really introduced the world to the X-Men. Next up is a movie we'd all like to forget and hopefully gets erased from the timeline. Spoiler alert, it definitely does. X-Men Origins Wolverine. This is one of those prequels, spin-offs. It's set before the first X-Men movie, so that would fit right here. The next X-Men movie to come out was 2011's X-Men First Class. This is what starts jumbling up all the continuity. This movie is set in 1963, which has Professor X and Magneto meeting each other for the first time and them getting the first X-Men team together. So we have the original trilogy, we have X-Men Origins, and here before everything is X-Men First Class. And after the original X-Men trilogy, we got the solo Wolverine movie just titled The Wolverine, which is the second Wolverine in the series. The next movie is the reason for all of this continuity mess, and that would be X-Men Days of Future Past. Arguably one of the best X-Men movies. It's actually my favorite, but where it succeeds as a movie is where it fails to keep the continuity together. The whole movie rides on the idea of time travel. As we all know, time travel messes up continuity so much. Not only messes it up, but erases it completely. Or does it? We're gonna find out. With all this wibbly wobbly timey-wimey bullshit. X-Men Days of Future Past, which is a sequel to X-Men First Class, but a prequel to X-Men Origins Wolverine and the original X-Men trilogy. X-Men Days of Future Past is the team-up of the cast from the original X-Men movies, along with their younger counterparts that we met in First Class. Wolverine's a part of this dystopian future. They send him back in time to prevent the Sentinel program from happening, which ended up being the downfall of all mutants and all mankind as a whole. And of course they succeed, and at the end of the movie, Wolverine gets thrown back into the year 2023 where he finds out that yes indeed the timeline has been changed. For the better, the X-Mansion is still up, and we get to see all the X-Men that passed away in the original trilogy back. I'm talking Jean Grey, I'm talking Cyclops, I'm talking Professor X. Not only is this a great ending to a movie, it's a great send-off for all the X-Men cast we loved originally. My favorite part about this movie is that it erases the crappy X-Men movies, X-Men The Last Stand, and X-Men Origins Wolverine. Okay, where we are at right now in the timeline, it goes X-Men First Class, X-Men Days of Future Past, and all of the other stuff ahead of it has been erased. Now that all of this is erased from the X-Men timeline because of X-Men Days of Future Past, we can start talking about what really is continuity. So we have X-Men First Class, X-Men Days of Future Past, and 2016's X-Men Apocalypse. Jump 40 years in the future, and then we have 2017's Logan, aka Wolverine 3. Alright, casuals, are you ready? This is the simplest way I can put it to you. This is the X-Men movies in chronological order in the new timeline. X-Men First Class, X-Men Days of Future Past, except for that scene where Wolverine sees Jean Grey, Cyclops, and Professor X. X-Men Apocalypse, and 40 years later we got that scene with Wolverine, Jean Grey, Cyclops, and Professor X. Now, where is Wolverine? It is right after that, sometime in the near future, That's all you need to know, that this movie will be after that scene in X-Men Days of Future Past. The only thing you need to take away from this is that the original X-Men trilogy didn't happen. It erases X-Men Origins Wolverine, which is what we wish that would happen in real life. Even though the second Wolverine solo movie was good, that has also been erased. But hopefully Logan is better than all those erased movies combined. I probably should have said this in the beginning, but I'm telling you now. Hugh Jackman has said that Logan isn't even in the same universe as the rest of these X-Men movies, which would be very upsetting. But the director James Mangold has since said that no, that's not what he meant by it. He meant it's not in the same universe as the other X-Men movies, as in it's not in the same style. Like, they're so far apart, because this Logan movie is more like a Western, and the other ones are traditional action superhero movies. I hope this video has helped you understand the very convoluted X-Men / Wolverine movie timeline. I understand this is completely bizarre and I messed it up. I'm sorry if I did that. All you need to know is that Wolverine is set way in the future from X-Men Apocalypse, which is the last movie that came out. Professor X is 90 years old in Logan. Make sure to be on the lookout for a review of this movie, because we will be reviewing Logan. It looks great. It's got great early reviews, as a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes as I speak. If you're watching this in the future and you have already seen Logan, let me know how it is down in the comments, and make sure to tune into our review. If you were also confused about where Rogue One was in the Star Wars timeline, check out that video that I did. And before I let you guys go, I want to thank you all for the 100 subscribers. This is actually the first video that we're filming after we've reached 100 subscribers. And I want to tell you guys, thank you so very much. It means the world to me. It means the world to Justin and Brandon and the rest of the people that work here at New World Nerds. I want to thank you guys for helping us all out. I want to thank friends and family for sharing all these videos, tuning in, leaving likes, commenting, just everything. This is really what I love to do. Getting 100 subscribers might seem small to the bigger YouTube channels and stuff, but it really is validation for me and the rest of us here, because this is what we do. It brings me joy knowing that you guys care what we think about this kind of stuff, or that you would even care to support us. I know it's only like 2 button clicks, but it means the world. We hope to bring you many more videos like this. We hope to make a little more ambitious videos. They're coming up, they're coming down the pike. If you have any suggestions of what we should do now that we've reached 100 subscribers, tell us here on YouTube, whatever you want. Just know that we appreciate each and every one of you, and we couldn't have better fans. Like I was saying, hit us up on Facebook. We have our own Facebook page run by Jack Attack. Just search New World Nerds. On Twitter, you can hit us up at New World Nerds. You can hit me up at Superman Nico and the rest of the New World Nerds crew. Thank you guys once again. Thanks for watching this. Hope you enjoy Logan. Hope this was helpful. And before I go, I need to tell you one thing. Keep nerding out there, true believers.